my god, we have to describe this because it's an audio.
Right.
It's a bit mad, but going back to your one day,
Yeah.
I think. Welcome back, everybody.
Yes, welcome back to We Chatting. Quick question, Ilya.
Yes.
I am looking at you, but are my eyes directed to like the center?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking at you, but I feel like I'm probably looking there. I can't see. By the way, guys, I got glasses, but my eyelashes are too big for my glasses. So you're gonna wait another day to see me with my
We used to get on
glasses.
contacts.
But I can't do the whole thing in your eye. Like
Neither could I, but it like once you put it in and once you know, it's fine. Like it's cool.
it's used to it. Are you wearing contacts now?
No.
Oh, okay.
I only wear them when I'm like going out and I have lashes on and I can still see you, so that's fine.
All right. But
Yeah.
yes, let me ask you, seeing as
Wait, first I feel like we need to go through our announcements.
Oh, you want to do the announcements first?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Right.
So there's gonna be a slight change to like everything that's kind of going on with the podcast at the moment. We're going to release from next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, from next week we're going to release our episodes every
Other week.
every other week. Yeah. So 1 week you get episode, 1 week you won't. And during that week we will be recording for the next like the upcoming episode. So it's not like we're just not doing anything. It just kind of helps us with like our schedules and stuff and gives us time to kind of improve and give you better quality content as well.
Also, yeah.
So that's
Yeah, I do have to say it does actually give us better quality content because we have time to plan, we have time to get guests. There's just so much that we can do in that week that we couldn't normally if we're doing it every other week. And plus, there are new stories that come out, but it's not always like every week something happens. So
yes, we don't want to release episodes where we just feel like, okay, we're just kind of releasing it to kind of fill in for the episodes, but we do put effort into every single one of the episodes, so 100%. Don't think that's the case. So obviously jumping off the back of that point as well, we have episodes, very special episodes that are coming out. So we're trying to like dabble in the whole kind of interview, kind of bringing more guests in and stuff. So we're going to have topics just kind of centered around maybe a particular person or like a particular topic and stuff. So there's a new format that we're trying out as well. Also, keep an eye out for our YouTube channel because there may be some new, different content coming out very, very, very soon. You're most likely going to see us in the same room as well at some point because Ali is going to be coming back to London as well. So you'll have episodes and stuff coming up from us together. But yes, that's the
announcements.
Is there any more announcements?
No, just watch out.
Yeah, just watch out for those things. Also, our episodes, we're going to try and keep our episodes a lot shorter than they used to be because sometimes the episodes would even like touch 2 hours. And we know sometimes...
We've had multiple episodes where they've been just like 3 hours because we get so carried away in conversation. It's just like...
So we'll just split it in half. Like before we were on YouTube, we'll just release the episodes as it is, or maybe we will split it, but you won't really notice it because it's just audio, but you do see it. You do see it's more obvious the cut in YouTube and stuff. So we'll just kind of shorten up the episodes. But for maybe our bigger projects and stuff, we will
do parts.
Keep it. Yeah, we will maybe extend it longer, but probably max an hour 30. We'll probably even try and keep it shorter than that if we can. But yes, so keep an eye out for this month and next month in particular.
We are booked and busy.
We are booked am busy. And also send in any suggestions of what you'd like to see other than our like actual podcast episodes that you like to see on each channel too. And we'll take
what kind of things does everybody like? What do people like to watch on YouTube? Because there's not much.
There's not. I know. Yeah. Exactly.
Video.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Basically it for our announcements. So yes, Aaliyah.
Hi.
How has your week been?
My week has been, I feel like I say this every week now, it's been busy. Like I have 2 projects that I need to hand in, and I've handed in one, and I need to hand in another one next week, Tuesday or Monday. And I'm kind of scared to hand that one in. Like I worked very hard on it, but I don't know if it's gonna get like picked or anything to be actually made. So I don't know.
But so like what's the project centered around, so like our listeners can kind of get the tea?
So I need to make a cover of a zine. A zine is like a more specific mini magazine, but it does like one topic or just something a bit more niche. So we had 3 things that we could pick: sustainability, digital futures, or diversity. I picked diversity, and I'm gonna center mine around being Black or being babe in a predominantly white space, and the thoughts and feelings of being that. Yeah, so I just hope mine gets picked, but I don't know if people are gonna get triggered. So yeah.
I think if you're triggered, then you're just not open-minded, to understand what you're like, the point of it. I don't get it at all. There's nothing offensive. But I'm excited. You should let us know as well, me and listeners know when it's all done, and then show it. We can even put it on the platform too, so they can kind of get a gist of what it is that we've been up to outside of the podcast. I'm so excited because obviously we do the episodes, yes, but we do have a life outside of it as well. So with the content that's coming out soon, you'll get to kind of get a sneak peek and see what it is that we do when we're not recording and stuff. But interesting. I've seen the cover, by the way, and I think it's very creative. Aaliyah's very artistic, got a very creative mind. So yes.
Grace, how's your week been?
I don't know, because I feel like I feel like it's been good. It's been a good week.
I like that.
Some things that were kind of like I'd kind of been asking, gonna be a bit sentimental here, that I'd kind of been asking God for to kind of just like do for me in my life. It happened. But I think rather than like me actually doing something in the week, I think this week was more a week of like evaluating like different areas in my life, and just kind of thanking God in advance for him before he does anything for me. So like just being more grateful and stuff. So like obviously I've kind of been blessed in different areas, but then I've just kind of been dwelling on the fact that, so I won't really say where it is too tough, but I can speak to you afterwards. But I think when I was blessed in this area, I had kind of postponed, like I'd kind of pushed it a lot later than I should have. And it's one of them ones, if I'd just done it quickly or I'd sorted it out quickly, I wouldn't even be like, having all these deep thoughts and stuff. And it just made me think that other people aren't as lucky as me in like this area that I'm talking about. So I think, yeah, it was like a week of evaluating and stuff. So I'd say that's what I'd be doing, because I haven't done anything physically, like practical this week. But yeah, that's what I'd say
I think that's so important though, because I don't think you can't be successful without reflecting and evaluating, because you need to understand like the path you're going, the path you're taking. I think it's so important. That's so incredible.
Oh, thank you. I think as well, like, I don't think reflecting like this would have happened if it wasn't just for being more like interactive with like you guys, like my friends and stuff, being in like kind of group things like my devotion and stuff that I do, or just like, you know, talking on the phone more to like my friends and stuff. Because if it wasn't, obviously quarantine had many cons, like the pandemic, but one of the biggest like pros to this whole situation was just connecting with my friends and just connecting with like God again. So that's what I would say. But yeah, like I can't, again, obviously with lockdown kind of easing up, I think it'll be nice to like have an episode where we record like in the park or something with a big group of people. We just set like our phone or camera up and we just walk and stuff like that. Will just, I can see it just being an amazing thing for this podcast.
I'm so down for that. We can do.
You know what I mean?
Have you seen this? Okay, I keep saying this over and over again, but no one's actually doing it. The cake, the cup, stab the cake with the cup, eat the cake. That's all I want. I want that. If you get that, I'm there.
We will do it. The thing is, obviously, like, I don't know what it is you're going to do for your birthday in particular, but that's something we can do. Like, if you get a cake, just get a wine glass.
Oh my gosh, actually, what I am doing for my birthday, because on my actual birthday, I'm going to be here in Nottingham, I'm making everyone order food and we're going to the park, because I can't go to any restaurants because everything's booked up or closed. So we're going to the park.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, booked up? What do you mean booked up? So are they still letting people in?
After, because my birthday is the 17th, on the 12th,
okay,
outdoor spaces.
Is that guaranteed, or is that still under the whole thing of like, if we reach a certain number by this date?
Boris Johnson is doing an announcement today, I think, at 5 o'clock.
Oh, he is?
I think today, but I think he's doing one soon.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Then our next episode we'll just quickly talk about what he said.
Yeah.
Then, because we're recording this on our usual day. Yeah. Actually, no, it's Thursday. We're recording it on a Thursday because there's some topics today that we're like, no, we have to talk about it this week, because our next episode we're not touching any topic. The big surprise. So please tune in. I hope you guys enjoyed the interview with the comedian Kendra Crump as well. I hope you enjoyed that too. But yes, should we get on to the first topic?
Topic number 1.
Do you want to start it off?
Okay, so because of the coronavirus and so many other things, there has been so much hate towards the Asian community, like disgusting amount. And so now we are seeing more people stand up and say like, stop it. Like, it's been trending, hashtag stop Asian hate. And yeah, I feel like we need to bring it onto this platform to really speak about it, because discrimination in any type of form is horrendous. I don't understand people that are racist.
It's pathetic. Yeah.
It is. The thing is that yes, the coronavirus originated from China, but it's not Asian people's fault. Like, you can't just walk up to somebody and say, "Oh, you stop." Like, no. That that just doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I do know that a lot of racial attacks to the Asian community spiked during this whole pandemic situation. And again, said you can't pin it on a race. It came from just, a contaminated area, which unfortunately humans, it could have been any group of people, just came into contact. And unfortunately, and I won't say unfortunately, but unfortunately because of how big like the population is in China, and how it's so easy just to travel anywhere, it spread quickly, and we as well didn't help that, because when China were going through it, a lot of us were just like, well, that's China's problem. Now Donald Trump likes to call it China virus. That's their problem. It's not concerning us, so why should we care? So then when it was coming to our countries, we weren't taking it seriously, and that's why it spread so quickly. So it's not fair to just say that one race or one group of people caused the spread and the impact it did. No, because we as well didn't take it seriously. So that's that too. But obviously it's not just coronavirus why the Asian community are being attacked too.
I just don't understand how people, sorry to cut you off, but like I just don't understand how someone can actually walk up to someone and physically harm them because they're Asian and because you think that they started the pandemic. No, that's not how it works. It doesn't work like that. But to go and out of your way to physically put your hands on someone to cause bodily harm is disgusting and so immature. Like, are you 5? You need to go play fight. Like, that's not right. Like, people are being like seriously injured and like almost to the brink of death. Like, that's not okay.
There was something I wanted to say as well. Completely forgot. I think it's a thing. There's a thing that we need to acknowledge as well, that the Asian community, and I've had conversations about this before, but the Asian community, when it comes to like racial slurs and jokes and stuff, as a collective, we think it's too easy to just joke about like their features and their mannerisms and like their culture and stuff. Like we've just, it's okay to just feel comfortable to do that. Like I remember you had a conversation with me not too long ago about like games that we used to play back in school, King Changwala and stuff, like, or like Chinese whispers. What's that about? I just want to find out. Like, what was that? Or do you know what I mean? Or like, when you drop a coin or something, that's the name that children, Asian parents like to name their children and stuff. Just very insensitive jokes, or like my mom's Chinese, my mom. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm just giving you examples and stuff. And even up to now as well, we just are very comfortable joking around with that kind of stuff too. And I think that just needs to be a thing that just needs to be broken immediately, because it's not funny as well. And I think with the period that we're in, with like the heightened like awareness to racism and stuff, this is something we need to acknowledge and talk about as well. You know what I mean? And me and you, Aaliyah, we're big consumers of Asian music. I think even with like me, like not even just music, but like with you and your K-dramas and stuff, and like Asian like shows and stuff. Me with anime and like manga, like if you know me, manga, but anime is just like my life. And like we love Korean music. Do you know what I mean? I think it's a thing of where we can't just turn a blind eye to it as well. Definitely. And also like other racial issues too, but especially with this going on as well, I think it's something we need to just be more cautious about as well. So please, like, if you're just racist to any group, like, period, just stop it. But it's
I don't think we have any racist listeners.
we don't have
Well, at
any.
least
If
I
you
hope you
are,
don't.
yeah.
But it's
Check
even one of those ones where if you see it, stand up, say something.
say
Because I
something as
know,
well.
like, there was an incident where somebody had said something racist without even thinking about it. And then we were like, yeah, no, you can't say that. That's like, no, that is racist. And we actually had to go out of our way to explain to the person that, like, that's very racist and you can't say these things. And we fully had to just detail why this is racist. I thought it was just common sense, but no.
And that approach is very appropriate. I hope my nose is not leaking on camera. Oh my god! But I hope that that approach is very appropriate as well, because it's I think if you're an adult, you should go out of your way to educate yourself.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but then if the conversation is being had, rather than shouting and going down someone's throat, talk. Like now, someone has had a conversation and taken away something educational from it as well. But also, like, yeah, I know there's the conversation of like, oh yeah, but like when this particular race is going through this, and I hear that. But at this moment as well, we're acknowledging Asian lives that are people are being physically, assaulted, and like racial slurs and stuff, but we're acknowledging this. So like stop the racial injustice towards the Asian community, please.
Yes.
Please, please. Yes. Now on to our next topic. So we've got two topics. Two big today's topics are very like heavy.
Yeah.
But
they're conversations that need to be had, because all these things I'm thinking is like, is this not common sense? Apparently not. But yeah. You want to start off with the next one?
Okay, sure. Also, by the way, I pressed something on Zoom that's meant to like reduce the like cutting off of each other. Like when it kind of cuts off someone's talking, it's not doing that now, is it? Like it's not bad, is it?
No, it's not.
Yeah, I think that it worked. But I'm sorry, yeah. So the next topic is something that I think it's affecting us women especially, but of our like age group as well, in like universities and stuff, at least within our country, but it's a global thing. It's a global movement that's happening. So a lot of stories and a lot of reports have come out of just women kind of speaking their truth and describing like incidents that happened to them, being sexually assaulted or harassed by men. I think it's a thing of where it's an ongoing problem. It's not something that's just happened now. Obviously, with the whole Me Too situation, I think the outspokenness of it has stemmed from there, and people are being more vocal. But it's like every year it has its ups and downs. One moment people are talking about it, next moment it's just kind of being silenced out by just useless things that are trending and stuff. Also, we need those light-hearted moments as well. But again, it's a thing that we need to discuss. But as of recent, and I think this is just kind of happened from, obviously, there was a woman who was just on her way, on her like a normal, yeah, go on.
It was hit very close to home because this is Brixton. This is actually
do you wanna explain what happened to her?
Her name was Sarah Evergard. Then that was it. And she was walking back home, and then next day on the news, it comes out that she's missing. And then a couple of days later, we find out that she's been killed she was found in Kent, and
from Brixton to Kent, imagine.
Brixton to Kent. That's actually like 5 minutes away from me. That's like very scary. And it's mad. It was a police officer. It was like a police officer, the person that's supposed to protect you, is killing you. I mean, yes, we know that, but now everyone's like, we see what we're talking about now. So
I think again, go on.
It just doesn't make sense. Like, we're in 2021, a woman can't walk home on her own. We can't have, like, it doesn't make sense to, if a man can walk out on his own and walk home.
Summertime, just there, gallivanting.
Right?
Is. Okay, so I have quite a few things to say on this situation. So with the and again, like condolences to the family or friends of Sarah, and well, did the police officer admit to killing her, or was it discovered that he killed her?
I have no clue.
Cool. And my whole thing is this. I think it's just ironic that, like you said before, the police that were meant to protect you, are meant to protect us, did the exact opposite.
Which is not new.
I just want to understand the motive behind it. I don't think it's right to kill anyone, point blank, period. However, I just want to understand what was the thought process behind it. Like, I don't get it. I
believe that there is no thought process behind it. There is no logical reason to randomly grab a woman, kidnap her, and murder her.
That's what I'm saying.
Whatever happened in between. Like, there is no logical explanation for it.
Idiot. But yeah, so then I think that's crazy. I love the conversations that have come out of the whole situation. Like, I know my youth group, a lot of them, the men in our group chat, were very open-minded and curious as to what they could do to like help us that were part of the youth group, but also just if they see women in general, that like what signs, like what can they do to just be a support. And it's literally the simple thing of like, even if you don't know for sure if she feels uncomfortable, simple thing of like, are you okay? Is he making you uncomfortable? Like, do you feel safe? Can go a long way. Like, there's been many situations where I think you can agree to, I've had to call up my friends, and I'll just be like, can you just stay on the phone with me? I don't feel comfortable here at all. Yes, there was just I love the conversations that were happening. Now again, and I don't want to make this a race thing, but
I was going to say this as well.
It does come into this. There was a woman not too long ago by the name of Blessing. Can't remember her last name. Apologies for that. Nigerian girl who, similar situation. She was going home, I think from a shift or something. I think it was work. I'm not sure. And I think she was on the phone to her boyfriend. And all of a sudden, just went missing. Didn't come back the next day. I think it was in the morning. She was coming back. I think, but she just never came home. Fortunately, her body was found. So it's not a thing where she's just gone missing like that. But it's unfortunate again that she died. She's dead.
Did not get the coverage
it was written off as she just drowned. But the police are saying that it's not suspicious. It just happened to be the case. But what woman is not a thing of, what same person, not even just a woman, what same person who's just come back from work, I think it was work, and is in the right state of mind, has just drowned. You don't just drown. Your body won't just allow you to just go to one pond and just drown. Like, it doesn't make sense, but it's not suspicious. Like, even if it's a thing of where we find out she just wanted to, like, you know, maybe take her own life or something, at least there's like some motive behind it. But even with that, there wasn't, the family was saying there's no indications of that. Like, again, with that's the thing, when race race plays a factor into so many things. Like, even with the George Floyd situation, when he was killed, the autopsy wanted to say, oh no, it was the influence of drugs in his system that caused him to die. But then the family had hired their own private autopsy and come to find that it was from the suffocation from the police officer. You know, that's how he was able to get that murder charge. So
to add on to that, I don't know if it's just me or like you probably see it too, but I can guarantee you every other week or every week I will see on somebody's like story on someone's Snapchat or something, this person has gone missing, can you help find them? All the time. And I've never once seen these things come up on like police. There's no media coverage, like, and most of the time they're little kids, like these are young children and they've gone missing and no one's saying anything about it. And you have to think, like, what is it, because they're children, so are they not high priority? Is it because they're not white? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
The conversation of, like, because I don't want to divert from this topic, but with, like, I'm guessing with most cases like that, it's a thing of where it's either some people with just sick minds want to just, you know, do what they fulfill their needs, some desire that they have, and always just a thing of like which is a conversation that I feel like we could have as well on this podcast. Child trafficking. Like, that's such a big thing all over the world, but it's not a conversation that's had enough. There are very good documentaries about child trafficking. You can find it anywhere, but they don't get pushed out enough. Like, some of the biggest celebrities are involved in child trafficking, but because it's such a no conversation, they don't talk about it enough. But yeah, obviously not to just, you know, push it aside, but let's just, you know, kind of stay on the topic at hand. It just shows to you how race plays a part in stuff like this, because you saw how quickly we got down to who it was that found that, you know, killed this woman, you know, and like the public outrage and stuff like that. And even when people tried to bring this up as a point, people were angry. People were angry. Of course, it's a particular group of people that were angry about this. But it's the thing of where it's, at the end of the day, they were both women. Even, let's say we take the race aside, they were both women that just went missing, you know? And it's not, is it fair on the family to, like, we just say, oh yeah, but it's not seen as suspicious. The less you just take it as like that, but then you're not going to give us a good enough reason as to why it wasn't suspicious. Like, maybe if you think of, like, maybe she just tripped from somewhere and she took like a hard fall and hit her head somewhere and she drowned. Fine, but that we've not had a reason like that. We've just ruled it out as it's not suspicious. Even when that train worker for TFL, when she died from coronavirus, and then not too long ago she had been spat on by a passenger, a racial attack, but they just ruled it as, oh, it's just any old death from coronavirus. Like, it just shows to you where we are, and it's 2021. Like, it's 2021.
To get back on the topic of, like, women, I also want to say, we're starting now a bit to switch the narrative, but we really do need to make a hard switch onto teaching sons on how to respect their daughters and not daughters on how to protect themselves. Like, that just doesn't make sense. Why are we teaching girls from young ages to protect themselves from men? Why aren't we just teaching men to be decent people?
Like, you'll go on Instagram sometimes and maybe a girl will post like a video of something, of maybe her feeling herself or something, and by society's eyes, oh, this is inappropriate, and then you'll get on the comments, oh, that's why I never want to have daughters. Okay, but who wants you? Okay, I don't even know what we were talking about, or just saying, yes, yeah, in the comments you will get sorry for the interruption, my mother just came into the living room, but yes, you'll see under the comments on like an Instagram post of like, yeah, I don't want my daughter, and it's like, you then train your sons to be respectful people and not be so quick to just be like misogynistic and just like judging on how a woman, like, carries herself with her body and so, and even women as well. There are women that are quick to be like, oh, okay, but then the only reason why so-and-so was, attacked or, treated this way is because of the way she dressed. Okay. Why should I come dressed in, like, please, if I'm comfortable in that way, I'm comfortable. I do think I won't be completely ignorant by saying don't be mindful. I think you need to be mindful that not everyone thinks the way you do. Everyone has that same thought process, like the way me and you do. So you need to be mindful, unfortunately, that there are people that are just gonna think they can just have their way with you, and that should never ever be the case.
No.
Go on, Leah.
Also, I just had a good point. Okay, yeah. When we see images of men that are topless or like something like that, I know the comments are gonna be googly eyes, be like, wow, I was like that. Oh my gosh. But as soon as a girl wants to dress up like a bit more scandalous or whatever, scandalous is not the right word, but just how she wants to dress, everyone's like, oh, this is disgusting. You need to cover up. You need to do this. You need to be respectful. That's what you need to be. Why can't a woman dress how she wants to dress without fear?
Mind your business, because
mind your business.
You know what I mean? Like,
you're just pressed.
I won't say who, but I had a conversation with an older, like, my nose is leaking. I'm so sorry, because it's not cute. Oh, but anyway, I had a conversation with a relative of mine, on the older side, and a picture of Miss Beyonce on the red carpet with like a really high slit dress. She showed me a picture. Oh my gosh, I can't believe, because I was just talking about how Beyonce just is now the most awarded artist with the most Grammys. I was just like, amazing. But immediately they were like, yeah, but did you see this picture of Beyonce on the red carpet? Look at that slit on her dress. Mind you, it's not even the same red carpet. It was for Lion King, but it was like a really high slit. And I was like, okay, but then when you're watching TV, me and you were watching TV or something, or we'll see something of like a man, you'll be doing, like you said, googly eyes. Let's hold these, like, what's the difference? My guy is really naked from the top half, when a leg we're crying over a whole leg being out. Like, mind your business.
It's the fact that women are so overly sexualized from such a young age, and people are gonna control themselves, like, and it stops women from wanting to like go out and be themselves, because they're gonna be like, oh, what will happen? This was gonna happen to me? Oh, I'm scared of this, and what are people gonna say? Blah blah blah. But why are we now being pushed into having this mindset? All because men can't control themselves. And again, this is not all men, of course, but there are loads of men out there that are like that. And so when we just generalize and say all men, the ones that are getting pressed, take a long, hard look at yourselves. And the ones that aren't, understand that we're not talking about all men.
Right.
Yeah.
Another thing as well. My point's gone. Oh, I think like the conversations that were being had in one of the group chats that I was in, just it doesn't take long to educate yourself in anything. Just it's literally the smallest things you can do. Like I was watching a video, I posted it on my story of there's a guy that he goes out during the day to keep an eye out on women that are being like sexually harassed or assaulted. Because I think the country that he was in, like the city that he was in, it's such a common thing for women to be assaulted like 24/7. So he was like, I'm gonna do my duty to just kind of be vigilant and just, see what's going on. Obviously, again, when you do that, you need to kind of be cautious on how you like approach the situation too, because you don't want to now make that woman now feel uncomfortable by how you now go and approach it too. So it's a shame, because it's like obviously your intentions are of good, but again, just kind of know how you approach like women as well. Someone sneezed next door to me. Do you have a story that of you kind of what you've been through, like a story that you would share?
This was not me personally. This is not me personally, but I do remember. Now, at the time, I think I was in like year 8 or year 9. Again, young. But I remember thinking, oh, this guy's just so weird. Like, why would he do that? But then now I'm like, why would he do that? So we were me and a couple of friends were walking and talking, and this like one of our classmates come up to us, and then he just like out of nowhere, unprovoked, sticks his hand like up one of my friend's skirts, and I said,
"What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?"
I know. Yeah, I'm being dead serious.
In what, year 8?
Year 8.
Where was this? Were you just like outside?
No, we were just walking in the corridor.
Oh, wow. What? And I think it's a thing of where, like, again, as well, not even just like girls being sexualized, but kids are exposed to sex so early on that they think, what does someone in your 8, well, that's what, 12, 13, what are you seeing? Like, what is your head going through? These times boys are still banging ball. Like, what are you trying to gain at that age from doing that? Do you know what I mean? Because there's another topic that we need to talk about. But what I would like to save that topic for just another time. My belly's rumbling, so if you're hearing that, ignore it. If we'd save it for another time, I'll talk to you about it after this episode. Yeah. But I just want to kind of stick on this just until our time's up. I would say the thing is, I'm fortunate enough to not be in like an extremely bad like situation and stuff. But I think I've been like inappropriately like catcalled and
oh yeah, I forgot about that. I've been catcalled very recently, actually.
And I would never do that to a guy. Like, what was that? That's dope. That's very moist. When I went to go and collect my glasses, these times, can I even see you? My guy was just saying, I'm loving the way your hair where your hair is. I was thinking, okay, so you can't see me. All you're saying is just eyes. Like, what are you doing?
That's mad as well.
I
Like,
mean,
even in a mask, you're still trying to like cackle. Like, bro, what can you see?
See, exactly. And it's cold. Like, I'm not even trying to wear something revealing. Like, I'm here doing up like oversized. Just leave me alone. But anyway, obviously secondary school, there were just a lot of like inappropriate things that boys did. And I remember there was a time, obviously we're not gonna bait out names, but if you're listening, I hope you're doing better in life. Like I hope you've learned from your mistakes. But it was a normal thing for boys to kind of like, there was a period where like smacking a girl's bum was just like a normal thing. Yeah, like it was like, I think, I don't know, because I'm not a boy, but I feel like at that time it was a thing of like, let's see how many girls you can, slap their bum or get the furthest in like doing something. So maybe go further than slapping someone's bum, maybe like groping them or something. And I think at the time, for a lot of girls as well, even though deep down it was like, I don't really like it. It was like, oh, because maybe some sense of like validation. I know that's not the case for a lot of girls. Hear me out, that's not the case. But I just think because it was a norm all across the board, it wasn't looked at anything as serious. And I think as we've gotten older, we're like, that wasn't okay. I remember that used to happen to me a lot in secondary school. But I remember, I was in basketball. I was in basketball, and one of the boys that played basketball at the time in front of my coach, and he's someone that I held. I still hold a lot of respect for, but especially during the time when I was at school, I held so much respect for as well. And like he, favorite teacher by far. He, in the middle of talking, like him, coach, he just comes out, this boy, and just comes and just like, oh my God, I'm loud in front of my coach. And he just, and I think I still hold a lot of respect to him, but I think his reaction just made me feel so ashamed. And it's one of them ones like, why did I feel like that when it's not even my fault to begin with? He was just like, wow, Grace, I didn't know you were like that. As in like, oh, you just allowed this kind of thing. Like, and it was like, what? These times I don't even know it's coming. But not even a thing of like, you're not even gonna check him and be like, what are you doing? You can't do this. You're quick to judge me and be like, okay, I didn't know you're that kind of girl. These times
I didn't know.
I don't even know. I don't even know. So I'd say that's obviously to be of instances, but I think that's a kind of like a lasting memory for me. But yeah, like, so we just kind of giving examples of like what's kind of happened to us, and it just shows to you that I can guarantee that almost every single girl in this world has one incident or that's happened to them or knows someone that it's happened to. So please, like, let's just do better.
Yeah.
Let's do better for women. Do you know what I mean? Like there's websites and stuff you can check out. We will try to put some on our story today if we can, of things you can like visit and stuff, some videos that can kind of educate you about what's going on currently with this whole movement and stuff, and just being more vocal. Don't disregard the situation depending on someone's race, or don't disregard it because you have I can't say the word.
Misunderstanding?
No, like, you know, when like you misogynistic. Oh my gosh, wow. Like misogynistic. Flipping out views. Wow. That's embarrassing. Wow. Give me very much Bobrisky energy. Misogynistic views. Don't disregard the situation because of that as well. Just like let's research. And everything today we'll talk about just takes a bit of like researching to just understanding.
Stay educated.
And being educated, exactly. So how much time have we spent so far?
I think we spent an hour and 15.
An hour and 15.
20.
20. Ooh, okay. That's not bad. Okay, let's wrap things up here. I might cut some parts in and out of the episode to kind of cut it down to an hour. But okay, so we are basically done for today. We have one topic that we really wanted to talk about, but I think we can wait a bit, another week to get it done. I think it's fine because
something else might happen.
It might happen around this topic. You guys are probably aware of it as well. You must be. If you're not, you will definitely living under a rock.
You're living under a rock.
100%. But yeah, let's get on to Song of the Week and wrap it up. So do you want to do your one first, Leah?
Okay, so my Song of the Week is a song that I didn't like it at first when it came out. I didn't like it at all. And then I kept listening to it and I was like, I love this song. I think those are the best songs. Good Days by SZA.
I don't even want you to have the Song of the Week because how dare you? How dare you start off by saying I didn't like it at first?
But what? I didn't. I'm being dead honest. I didn't like it at first. I didn't like Hit Different at first either, but I love both of them.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, do you know what? I want to steal that from you. Good Days as well. I'm going to back that too. I think that's definitely Song of the Week. But why is it your Song of the Week?
It's just like it's up my alley. Like it's calm, it's smooth. It's something I can just listen to when I'm getting ready, I'm going to bed, and it's just it just gives me a feeling in my heart, and I just love it. Yeah. Why do you love the song?
Because I am a SZA stan. So any form of music that she
I don't know who can't be a SZA stan. Like Sis just produces good music.
Yes, but like anything. Like I remember when the song when Hit Different came out, I liked Hit Different immediately. But when, obviously, because I watched the video with it too, so when it transitions to Good Days at the end, I was like, no, I already like this song way more. Is there more to it? So I was just on the radar, like, let me check it out. And then she released the full song on Christmas Day. I was so happy. Are you sure that it's not been our Song of the Week at any point?
I checked it. I'm so shook as well. You can go check on the playlist, but I have not seen. It's not there.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, Good Days. Then I'll back you on that. But yes, and then the video came out. I think the video was beautiful. It's just pushed me on my agenda to learn how to pole dance.
There's a pole dancing society here.
Oh, if my uni has it, I'm backing it. Please. I'll go into my Song of the Week because time again, we're just gonna try and cut it short. I've got 2 songs of the week because I can't decide between one. They're both K-pop, by the way, so heads up. I'll say my other songs that I wanted to do for next week. My first song of the week is by SHINee, called Don't Call Me. I am so impressed with their comeback. I think this comeback deserves the wins that it got from like music shows because it's been so long since SHINee's gotten a win as a group. So yeah, I think this comeback is sickening. The choreography, shout out to my girl. She's not, I don't know her personally, but she's still my girl, Bailey Sock. I used to watch your dance videos when you used to dance with this, what's her name, Matt Stefanina. Please, such a young talent, but she co-choreographed the choreography for the song as well, and it features a lot of like current, like they dance moves, like the woe and stuff. I just think it's sickening. And Q, I don't know, Q was that sickening of a vocalist, but he was stage presence, vocals and dance. amazing. And my second song of the week is by a group that I didn't think I would be talking about in 2021, but brave girls called Rolling.
It's a vibe. It's a whole vibe.
It's a vibe. Like, I want to learn the choreography because it's number one, so easy, and it's just so like cool because they just do the choreography on like stools and stuff. They've altered the choreography now to make it more friendly, but yeah, that's my song of the week. They have been a group for 10 years and they just got their first win. Obviously, the current group, they've been a group for 5 years, but they first debuted 10 years ago. But all the original members, besides like 2, have left. There's only like 4 left. But the song came out with like 5 people originally. On the day of them topping the charts was the day they were having their meeting to disband with their CEO. So the meeting changed. When I tell you, yeah, I've been on it. And all you blinks out there.
You know, you don't have to be a hater all the time. You can actually just talk about Brave Girls' success and you don't need to bring blinks into it.
I didn't say anything. All I'm saying is that fan base, they really need to watch how they talk about people on that fan base, because that it just shows to you how the public can love a song for just being like really good. And I'm not saying that Rose's song isn't good. I think she's one of my favorite vocalists in the K-pop industry. She's got such a beautiful voice, but it just shows to you that how when the public comes together and really love something, how beautiful, so like how a miracle can just take place. Do you know what I mean? And that's what's happening with Brave Girls. But if you see the comments of some blinks on Twitter, it's disgusting. So I've not said anything wrong. I'm not being a hater. I don't feel like I am a hater most of the time. I'm just like,
you need to start calling them blonks, because those are the people that are really going out their ways to bring hate.
Yeah, but
and anyway, I am a blink, like
win anyway. Like, I'm just waiting on the moment she gets her win. By the way, she looks sickening and with the hair color, the visuals looks absolutely amazing. Also, SZA, by the way, said that she would like to do a collab with Blackpink.
For it. Shut up, I'm here for it.
Yeah, so yeah, I think we should wrap things up because time has really just gone out.
So, if you've forgotten, my name's Aaliyah.
My name is Grace.
And we have been
We Chattin. Woo.